And I promise you, every single person who wants to do something with their life and has done something with their life has gone through the exact chapter that you're going through. And it's the lonely chapter. It's the chapter where you don't fit in with your own friends, but you don't have the outcomes yet to fit into a new group of friends. And you're doing this thing, you're consuming content on the internet, you're doing these free tutorials online to try and figure out how to set up a podcast and where do I host this thing? And you're going through this and you're like, is this even worth it? Because you have no signs of success, right? But if there's anything that you can take away from what we're saying right now is that the sign of success is the hate that you get along the way.
You're not yet the new person. Right? So you're not yet the successful entrepreneur that has successful entrepreneur friends, but then you're also now different than everyone that you know. And so it's actually this kind of lonely in-between stage where you don't really relate with either group.
And all of my friends are taking the piss. Oh, not drinking again. Too good for us, are we? Not going out again this week. Oh, okay. Well, enjoy staying in home and reading. You're stuck in this messy middle where you haven't yet worked out who you are on the other side of this. And that lonely chapter that's in the middle is something that I would say almost nobody that I've ever met who has gone from a place where they are to a place where they want to be hasn't gone through.
No nigga gonna congratulate you when you starting up, but everybody gonna be there when you finish. The reason they gonna distance themselves is because you showing them what they could have done if they grinded. You showing them what they could have done if they put the work in. They wish they could have did what you did, but they was always procrastinating. When you coming up and you succeeding, you're not gonna have the friends that you grew up with to come with you. Niggas that you came up with rather hate on you than come up with you, or hate on you rather congratulate you. So a lot of time when you come up, you might be solo. You might have zero friends. You might go through times where you just gotta put your head down and not talk to people and nobody hitting your phone. You might go through days where you struggling and you want to talk to somebody, but nobody there to talk to you because you grinding and you doing exactly what you want to do. In those days where you felt like that, nigga, use that passion and use that pain to keep going. Because as soon as you get to the top, nigga, everybody gonna spin the block. Everybody gonna hit your line.
You're gonna have to do it alone. There's not gonna be any team support. There's not gonna be any family support. There's not gonna be any friend support. There's gonna be times where you've got to go and do it yourself, and you gotta do it alone. And those are the times that make a difference. Those are the times that count. Those are the times where you have to dig deep yourself to get the job done. And if you can make that happen, you will win.
Oh, but my mom doesn't believe in me. Oh, my dad doesn't believe in me. My friends are making fun of me. My girl told me it's a joke, it won't happen. Congrats, my boy, congrats. Because you, my friend, have just entered the lonely chapter of your life. The part in your life where you keep your head down, you lock in and you get shit done. So at the end of the day, doubted you ever out there talking shit, saying it won't happen, it's not possible, you can't achieve this shit, yo, give them a nice cup of I told you so. Because you want to know what the best revenge is? Success. So go chase it.
I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You're trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911, and you got to rescue you first. I am much more valuable to my family and to my community because I was willing to let them go through the door myself, teach myself, learn myself, condition myself, and then come back and get them. I'm much more valuable to them now. But I had to go through a window time of 10 years of judgment. You leaving us, hanging out with white people all the time. You going to these crazy countries. We don't know what I had to be willing to allow my conviction to make me inconvenienced. See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. Most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing full out? Every day before I checked in with anybody else. That's lonely, by the way. Why won't most people do it? Because it's scary and it's lonely.
I realized you go higher, you go even more alone. Why? Because nobody is willing anymore to invest their energy in going higher.
I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone.
There's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him, and that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever.
It is the best journey, man. Leveling up, making more money, losing weight, getting fit, becoming the best version of yourself is the most awesomest journey you will ever go on. But it's a journey that you will probably go on by yourself.
You had nobody anyway, look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program. Mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
This chapter is lonely, but this is the one where everything changes for you. You don't relate to the people around you anymore. You're starting to say less, you're starting to move differently, you're choosing discipline over distraction, and it's all of a sudden, no one's hitting your phone up. But remember this shit, you didn't fall off. You just stopped entertaining things that are not worth your time anymore. And yeah, shit, it gets quiet at times and lonely at times, but that's where your future is built, in that silence. But most people never make it past this chapter because this is where the sacrifices actually need to be made. But if you're in this chapter right now, just like me, don't back out. All the greats you know, Michael Jordan, Kobe, they had to make sacrifices and they had to be selfish in order to achieve that goal. And that means hurting people in the process. Don't shrink yourself to make them comfortable. Don't.
And now people say, it must be nice for you. Like, if you could have seen how much criticism and hard work and lonely nights and all of this stuff when nobody was watching and I was unsure of myself, chronically miserable, and I criticized and all my friends took the piss out of me and I did all of these things. I had to go through all of that.
The commitments we keep to ourselves and what we do when no one's watching is the most persuasive evidence that governs everything we then do every day thereafter. You can look at certain people in your lives that are struggling in certain situations, and oftentimes it's a result of continually unkept commitments to themselves.
The only work that really matters is the work that no one sees. It shows you who you really are rather than who you say you are.
If I'm not good enough, we always say that shit. If it's not good enough, and then we try something else. I'm gonna make myself good enough.
It doesn't take a scientist to logically understand what I'm saying. The more you put in, the more you get out.
You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broke. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it when you don't know what's going to happen. You gotta do it when you don't feel like it. You gotta do it even when you're nervous. You gotta do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go.
There's this quote that says that nobody will believe in your vision until it's too late to be a part of it. And no one will believe in what you're doing and how you're showing up or what you're showcasing and showing and growing, and they won't believe those things until you make it happen, until they see that it's there, until it's undeniable. And this is where you need to lock in. This is where you need to become undeniable. This is where you need to be the best version of you. This is where you need to show up for you, where people that should have showed up for you didn't show up for you. This is where you have to be your support system. This is where you have to be your biggest advocate, your biggest cheerleader. You have to believe that you are capable of making this thing happen, because the reality is that most people quit the moment before it happens. Like, the reason most people are successful, Alex Hermosa said this once, said that the reason the most successful people are the people that were as tired, that worked as hard, that showed up, but didn't quit the moment that it was easy to quit. They pushed even further because it has to happen. That's the reality. If you show up consistently, it has to happen. It's going to happen not because it's meant for you, because it might be, but not just because it's meant for you, but because you showed up in a way that was different. You don't need the support system. You need to become the support system.
There's a difference between a guy that's chasing something and a guy that's building something. A guy that's chasing something hunts after validation, hunts after a reward, hunts after a win, hunts after a lifestyle. He measures his success by what he gets at the end. A guy that's building something hunts after the process. He measures success by the strength of his foundation. People think these two are the same guys, two completely different dynamics. The guy that's building something is falling in love with the person he's becoming. A guy that's building something doesn't care about the progress on the way there. He doesn't care about the money he makes on the way there, because he's hunting after something different. He's not chasing anything but himself. The guy that's chasing something eventually stops. After he gets what he's chasing, he stops. And that's exactly some of y'all's problem. You're chasing a number on the scale. You're chasing a number in your bank account. You're not chasing the process. You have it all wrong up here, bro.
The most dangerous person in the world is a man that is broken and alone.
A lot of times these fights and these battles, you gotta be your own coach, you gotta be your own motivator.
Sometimes in life, people are not gonna be around you to motivate you. They're not gonna be around you to push you, to celebrate you, to applaud you. You gotta do it on your own. That's what I'm doing right now.
You had nobody anyway, man. Look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
If you wait for people to believe in you before you start, you could wait forever. If you wish people supported you before you start, you'll be wishing forever. And if you want someone to think you're going to do something incredible before you start, you'll be wanting forever. Don't wish, want, and wait your way into never moving. Make that change, make that shift, and notice how your life changes.
Like, I can't say this enough. Stop waiting. You could get hit by a bus next week. Do not waste your life waiting, worrying, or wishing for things to change. You gotta want it enough to do the work. Your dreams have a brick path that will get paved every single day, one brick at a time. All of the things that you dream and desire are just there waiting for you to reach out and freaking grab them. Stop killing your potential by thinking and doubting. It's exhausting. You guys have dreams to fulfill. You got a world to change. You got money to make. You got a life to live, happiness to feel.
The longer you go without something or someone, the more you realize that you never even really needed them. A lot of people feel like they need love, or they need a relationship, or they need affection, or maybe even attention. While it may be a strong desire, you honestly don't need any of those things. And because of this unhealthy mindset that we need those things, we tend to invest ourselves and our time into the wrong people instead of being patient and waiting on God's plan to provide us with the desires of our hearts, which is why you end up hurt in the end. Don't rush what God has in store. Be patient and let God fulfill His promises.
Stop waiting on people to do what you want to do in life. Stop waiting on your mom. Stop waiting on your dad. Stop waiting on your brother, your sister, your cousin. Stop waiting on your friends. Like, you don't need nobody to go after your goals and go after your dreams. Like, it's okay to take advice, but if you gotta wait for them, bro, just go ahead and do it. Like, I want to look at cars, and my granddad used to be a mechanic. He wants to help me look at cars, but it's like, you're telling me to wait and keep on waiting. I'm not about to sit around and wait. I have to have a car within the next month, bro. Within a month, I have to have a car. So, you know, like, bro, I'm not about to wait for that. I'm gonna just go do it myself. Like, I'm not about to wait. You feel me? Like, by the time you don't get nothing in life by waiting, bro. Like, you gotta take risks. You gotta do things to really make it for real and do things to get what you want out of life. You can't just sit around and say, I'm gonna wait till the right time comes. I'm gonna wait. Stop waiting, bro. Stop waiting on anybody. Just go get it yourself. You know, do it. See things for yourself, and you know.
The greatest tip I have ever heard was to do it alone. Stop waiting for people. Stop waiting for them to join you. Stop waiting for them to believe in you. Stop waiting for them to approve of you. Just do it alone. No one is going to die your death, so no one should tell you how to live your life. But in that same breath, no one is going to live it for you. If you keep waiting for people, you will never get the things you desire done. If you keep waiting for them to give you the nod to say that's good, you're never going to get anything done. Stop waiting for people and do it alone.
Don't wait for someone else to fix it. Don't let the inner self-doubt run your life. Shift those old beliefs, gain the capabilities, and take uncomfortable action. I wasn't born to say, I'm going to teach, I'm going to share my knowledge and create great success for me and my family. No, I was struggling. But my struggle became my story. How I got into business and became successful with cars. How I got into business with no money and became successful with real estate. How I got into the knowledge industry, not knowing what I was doing, but went on to be a multiple New York Times best-selling author in courses and trainings and live events. Three things to be successful. You have to have the right mindset, right? The wrong beliefs, the wrong mindset, you'll never get started. But then if you get the right mindset and you're excited, you need the capabilities, you need the strategies, you need the tactics. And then last, you need to implement. And and you need to take action. You need an operating system. Use the right words and have breakthroughs and shift those limiting beliefs so they never cause you regret of missing out ever again.
Fix something. I'm not even telling you what to fix, just fix something. Sit down with a piece of paper and say, what is the one thing that I know for certain if I fixed would make my life a little bit better? And then forget everything else. Sit down with that one problem and think of every single possible solution to that problem. Every single possible action that you could take to solve that one particular problem. Then focus 100% of your energy on solving it. And I guarantee if you do that, you're going to solve it. And when you do, that's going to start a snowball. That's going to give you the confidence and the belief that you need to go out and solve these other problems. And one by one, problem by problem, you go out and you do the exact same thing that you did with the first one. And before you know it, you've got control over your life again.
Make your move before you're ready. I'll tell you where big dreams go to die.
Tell me.
They go to the planning place, getting ready place, preparing myself. And it's the biggest con job we work on ourselves. There are so many bones of big dreams in that graveyard where people, it's always something that there's always going to be a set of reasons to wait. When are you going to take the risk?
There's a beautiful quote by Zig Ziglar that I love. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So stop waiting to feel good enough. Stop waiting to feel talented enough. Stop waiting to feel like you're the best in the game.
Nobody cares about you more than you should care about yourself. And nobody is giving you the roadmap to like the wins. You have to go find that information. You gotta go discover it. You gotta wanna get it. You gotta wanna do it. And with the right help, the right word of knowledge, it can better help position you, but ultimately you gotta wanna do it. All my friends have went on to the next stage. They let me be the dummy by myself. And that's when it dawned on me that nobody cares about you more than you should care about yourself.
Lazy people don't know how to start. Weak people don't know how to finish. Successful people don't know how to stop. People demand success, but refuse to work weekends. People want opportunity, but won't talk to strangers. People claim ambition, but sleep in every day. We are the result of our actions, not our aspirations.
I think once you've actually learned how to try, really try, one thing for an extended period of time, every single day, and taken all of your discretionary effort and your money and your time and your resources and put it towards just doing that thing, number one, you realize how few things you can really do well because of the amount of time that it takes. The second thing is you realize how easy it is to beat everyone else because of how few of them actually do that. Learning how to try becomes a generalizable skill across domains. So when you do learn how to play the saxophone, and if you want to pick up tennis, you think about how many sessions you did to fix your fingers and you play a more advanced thing over and over again. When you realize that the domains are similar in terms of skill achievement, you're like, oh, this is the same thing. And then when you go like, oh, I need to make content now, it's like, oh, it's the same as hitting 500 forehands and 500 backhands, and I make 500 tweets and 400 posts. And if I do it for an extended period of time and I take the feedback and I don't stop, I'll probably beat most people.
So here's my nightly thought. What if instead of waiting for someone to choose you, you just chose yourself? You keep waiting for a text. You keep waiting for someone to see you. What if you focused on yourself out of your own self-respect? You are more than enough. They don't have to choose you for you to be enough.
People who start later in life often outperform early starters in long-term fulfillment and career satisfaction. You didn't miss your shot. You just needed to stop aiming at someone else's timeline. You just needed to stop focusing on someone else's deadline. You didn't miss your opportunity. You just needed to stop focusing on other people's doors. One of my favorite quotes is from Imam al-Shafi. He said, "My heart is at ease, knowing what was meant for me will never miss me, and that which misses me was never meant for me. What missed you was never for you, and what is for you will never miss you."
you have to make sure you're waiting on the boat because the boat don't wait on you. So you can't show up 2 years late because it took you 2 years to get yourself together and expect the boat gonna still be at the dock waiting on you. It's going to the next destination with or without you. And stop waiting on people who are never gonna arrive. Stop about to, fixing to, getting ready to, and do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Some of y'all ain't old enough or maybe don't care enough, but you know, Master P used to ask the question, are you about it? Y'all remember that? Y'all know Jesus was about it. And the Bible says, I must be about my Father's business. You got to do it.